Hi everyone, this is Diana with your Amazing Race Recap. Week 6, leaving Bavaria and going to the land of fire, Azerbaijan. Most of the teams had no clue where this was in the world, and I thought that was pretty funny. Now, Team Art and JJ leave at 8:48 in the morning. They have significant several 3-4 hour lead on lots of the teams, but it's another one of those catch you at the airport, everybody catches up. They all get on a plane via Turkish Airlines that doesn't get in until 4:20 in the morning. Now they're supposed to go to this temple, and this temple has fire and dancing, and I'm thinking to myself, geez, that's the first thing I want at like 5 a.m. in the morning, is to be at this temple where there's people singing and dancing and drums and fire. And I'm thinking, I'm so not a morning person, but you know, hey. But the teams, because they had to wait till sunrise, it was one of those moments on Amazing Race that you like, and it's where you can tell they're having a moment in their life. They're dancing around, all the teams are dancing, they're experiencing another culture for the first time, and they're really taking the time to enjoy it, because most of it is rushing right through the country. But that, you could tell, was a moment where all the teams got to have fun and dance together, and that was kind of cool to watch. Now they open the doors at sunrise, everybody rushes in, grabs their clue, and off they go. Now the clue is fast forward, if you choose that, or the route info, which takes you to a occupational training international. Basically, it's a field full of stuff, and they found a clue, and inside the clue was this helicopter thing that you had to get into it in a tank full of water, big huge swimming pool, get in and learn how to rescue yourself. And you had to, they put you in, they submerge you in water, they flip you upside down, you have to push the window open and swim out. It looked pretty easy to me, and that was the non-fast forward. Now the fast forward is a very significant moment in this game today. Two people went for the fast forward, Dave and Rachel, and Joey Fitness and Danny, and they both went for it. And the fast forward was, you had to take 150 bales of hay, and you had to stack them, let's see if I get this right, 10 across, 3 deep, 5 wide, or something like that, 10 by 3 by 5. All right, so Dave crawls on top of the big truck and starts throwing bales of hay down on top of Rachel, and the Guidos are up there, and they seem to be doing very well. They're giving each other props and being really nice, and I'm thinking to myself, well, you can tell where this one's going, because Dave and Rachel are beginning to snark at each other, and the Guidos are getting along really well, and they're, you know, encouraging each other. And Rachel looks like she's becoming overwhelmed, and he just keeps throwing bales of hay on top of her. And so the editing is, again, with editing in these reality shows, they make it look one way and then they twist it around the other way. So all of a sudden, Rachel gets her second wind about her and just starts stacking like a crazy woman, and she wins the fast forward. Literally, that fast forward was won by one tiny little Rachel girl, while 3 men, basically, yeah, Dave threw bales of hay down. She picked them up off the ground and started stacking them in the right order. Rachel is the one that won that particular fast forward for Dave and Rachel. They go straight to the pit stop. They're done for the day. Now, Joey Fitness and Danny have to go all the way back to the original helicopter submerged water thing and do that. They are in last place at this point. Now, Vanessa and Ralph are there, and Vanessa is afraid of it. She's one of the last teams there. Already, Art and JJ have been there. Neri and Jamie, Mark and Bopper, Brennan and Rachel, and Vanessa and Ralph are one of the last teams other than Joey Fitness and Danny. They are the last team. So she gets done. Then they have to go to this carpet shop. Now, the 4 teams, Neri and Jamie, Art and JJ, Brennan and Rachel, Mark and Bopper, are pretty much together through this entire race. They go to the carpet shop to get their roadblock or their detour. Their detour. The detour is apples or oil. In apples, you have to go through an old Russian car packed full of apples and find the one apple with a ribbon on it, the Amazing Race road marker thingy. In oil, you have to go to this supposed spa, and you have they soak literally. They get into bathtubs and pour oil, not cooking oil, black sludge oil on top of these people, and they submerge in this for health reasons. Okay, so you have to scrape the oil off the man, the hairy man, and then you have to bathe him. This was one of the fun parts for me. I got to see some personality out of JJ other than I'm the greatest there ever was. He was fun to watch today. I enjoyed watching Mark and Bopper play together. I mean, they were just having fun with it, you know. Mark and Bopper seem to get along with everybody. I adore them. I think they're funny and just good-natured people. So, and Brendan and Rachel are right there with them, also having fun. And Neri and Jimmy go and do the apples. Vanessa and Ralph go to the carpet shop to find their clue for the detour and are looking all over this little carpet shop, and literally the clues are smack dab in front of their face. And it reminded me of the first pit stop where those two girls walked right by Phil Keegan and didn't see him. It was the same kind of thing. So after they, you know, are trying to figure out how to find the clue, and they're right in front, finally Ralph sees it, they go and they do the apples. Now, Joey Fitness and Danny should have gone and done the oil because it seemed to be faster. They go to do the apples. They find their apple pretty quick, and they seem to have a foot race with Vanessa and Ralph to get to the mat, but I'm sure it was all editing. So in the pit stop, it was Dave and Rachel first, Art and JJ second, Mark and Bopper third, Brendan and Rachel fourth, Neri and Jamie fifth, Vanessa and Ralph sixth, and last place was Joey Fitness and Danny. They were eliminated. Mark and Bopper. Poor Mark can't drive in a car in the back seat without vomiting. So the whole time he's going around this race, he's vomiting in the back seat of a car. My Lord, that was poor guy. Anyhow, the race was fun. There was not a whole lot of controversy this week, which is really kind of nice after a while. I mean, you can get through the weeks where the couples are arguing and stuff, but to have one nice leg where people seem to be having fun and enjoying the amazing race, I would say that that would be today's leg of the race. Next week, we're going to get some cat fighting because Vanessa just loves to pick at Rachel, and Rachel is not going to take it, and you're going to see some fur fly. So catch me next week for the amazing race, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.